there, everybody. Is it true that school bus drivers are rude? Yes, it is. They're always telling people where to get off. And why did the teacher write the lesson on the window? She wanted to make sure everything was clear. Hello, Gregory Charles Washburn.
Good morning, Glendora.
And how are you?
Oh, very good.
Gregory, would you show the folks how they can get an app on their telephone or their computer phone to read to them out loud in case they can't see it on the screen? Go to Wikipedia.
All right, so sure. Yeah, there's an app that can read the screens to you if you can't read it. Okay.
Hey Google. Hey Google. Go to Wikipedia, please.
Opening Wikipedia.
Go to Glendora, for instance.
Okay. There it is right there. So, all right. Okay. So yeah, I'm on that now.
Okay.
I'm on Glendora.
Now press the little read to me button.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Yes.
Okay. Now press the start button. And she's going to read to us.
Producer and judicial activist.
Hold it up to the camera, please.
Her birth.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is, all right, try to get the volume up as loud as I can right now.
Why did the little pony stay home in bed? Because he was a little horse.
So it's gonna read. It's gonna start reading it right now here.
Okay, that's what we're waiting
So
for.
what we did is we looked up the Wikipedia page for Glendora, which is growing every year, and we are going to. It's going to read back what it says on the page about Glendora right here.
Chat head with Blakeman. Open main.
To the camera, please.
Yeah, to the camera. Yeah.
Close to the camera.
Yeah, yeah, I just wanted to pick up the sound here. Let's go. See, go to this. Go to that.
The mother said the
Glendora
choir.
is a producer and judicial activist from. Her birth name was Glendora. Her birth name was Glendora Vestafolsom. She is the host of A Chat with Glendora, which has cast over 11,900 shows since 1972 on
Isn't that neat? You can have somebody read to you off of your computer phone. Now, that one is called Read Everything to Me, and that comes with the Google, I believe, if I understand these things. But here are some apps that you can buy. Voice Aloud Reader. This is an app. Voice Aloud Reader. Voice Reading. What's that one say, Greg, please? What's that word?
It says natural reader.
Yeah, natural reader. Okay, folks?
Okay, just 1 second here.
Next topic to bring to you is our library, the Nassau Free Library, is going to have a program of reliving and remembering the SS Glendora children's television show and Glendora Satellite 6 television show from 1955 to 1962 on WRGB Channel 6, Albany, Schenectady, and Troy, the capital district of New York. And Wayne Collins wrote an essay to the director of the library telling his memories of it when he was 7 years old. He's now 71. And the director of the library was thrilled with it and she's going to have the chairman of the board read it when we have our program. And Jimmy Talbot, who came on the show when he was 8 years old and worked behind the scenes, he sent her a video, a 15-minute video, and the director of the library is going to play that on her laptop and then put it on a great giant screen, like 7 feet by 4 feet. Do you have any new passwords to add to our list?
No, I don't have any new passwords
Okay.
to add, so.
And do you have any more times of our TV show? A Chat with Glendora, folks, apparently is on TV all the time somewhere, because we have the 73 stations, and somebody's playing it somewhere all the time. And of course, it's always on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. What is this one, Greg?
Oh, it's the receipt.
Yeah, would you read that, dear?
Okay.
Please.
All right. This is the receipt for
Well, read it to him.
says receipt that was signed by
Received of Glendora.
received of Glendora, $9,900 cash for 60 30-second spots Monday to Friday, the first week of each month of the year 2020, Anno Domini. And it's signed by Sarah from Channel 6, signed it, and Glendora signed it. This is dated January 9th. This is for airtime for the year 2020. That's next year. This is for next year. So
That's the year 2020, 2 years from now, or next year. And we also have one of those for the year 2019. The spots will be on Monday through Friday, the first week of every month of those years. And yesterday, folks, we had a spot on the Super Bowl pregame. That one cost $2,000. Gregory, what did you think of the Super Bowl this year?
the Super Bowl. Well, I watched it. Watched some of it last night, and yeah, it was interesting. It's a big exhibition there, and down in Atlanta, Georgia, between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. New England Patriots won the game 13-3. As excitement goes, it was not really the most exciting game that we've watched. There was no touchdown scored for the first 2 quarters until the second half of the game. Towards the end of the game, the New England Patriots scored a touchdown to get in the lead, and then they won the game. So that was how it turned out. So, but it was really not that action-packed. It wasn't really a close game, but that's just the way it went. The halftime show was very good. I watched the halftime show with the bands and the show and the dancing, and it was very interesting, though. But I'm glad. I missed the Super Bowl last year, but I did get to see some of it this year, and I'm happy for that.
Maybe the best part of the whole thing, folks, was a 30-second commercial saying "Go vegan." What was the joke? I've forgotten what the joke was.
The joke?
How much money have we spent on non-employee compensation? Everybody who works for a Chat with Glendora is on a contract basis, and they are not employees, they're non-employees. How much money since 1937 have we spent, Greg?
Oh, it says $78,000.
Yeah. And how much money did we have to spend in refunds?
It says $68,000.
Yeah, that was Franklin Chemical. They wrote a check for these ads in New York, and apparently the boss of the company came back and stopped the check in the bank. And my bank was pretty upset. How much money have we spent on postage?
It says $65,000.
That's since 1937. And I'm thankful for the United States Post Office, and for Social Security, and for the USA, and for the fact that there is no war on our land. Gasoline, Greg, since 1937.
49,000.
Gifts,
It says gifts of 45,000. It says
and donations received,
it's 45,000 for that too.
and printing.
Printing of 40,000.
Yeah, the cost of printing
Expenses for
continues
that,
with the Epson, which is a very expensive machine. And FICA, FICA, federal insurance.
If I go 37,000. It says.
And video, making videos,
I think it says
35
35. Is that?
$1,000.
35,000. Yeah.
And clothing.
31,000.
How about that, folks? Okie dokie. What is this one about, Greg?
This is the some of the names of your. I think are they your classical high school classmates
Oh,
or
yeah.
your.
Yeah, I was graduated from Classical High School, Springfield, Massachusetts in the year 1946. I was about 18 or 19, and quite a few of our people went to Yale, quite a few of them went to Harvard, quite a few went to Smith, Mount Holyoke, all the Ivy League, the rich people. And I began to call them up last week. I called up and Crawford Lincoln is still alive. I'm 90 years old, no doctors, no medicine. He's 90 years old and he's still alive. Carol Hale Sinclair has left us, but Carol Petrell is still alive. And what's the other one, honey?
I think you mentioned them all. What, Charlie Freeman?
Yes, thank you. Charlie Freeman, down south. He's an English teacher. He's alive. So I'm going to continue going through the file that I have, and I'm going to try to find who has gone up above and is watching us, and who is still here on Earth. And I spoke to Robert Cole, C-O-L-E, Vice President of Marketing of American International College, and he says, let's have a function here at American International College. We'll have a luncheon or something. Can you think of something that we could do? What could we do? We could have a luncheon, couldn't we? Well, yeah, that's really all you need because it's talk. Greg, are we on the TV every night this week?
Yes, you have vegan commercials which are playing. You purchased airtime to broadcast your vegan commercials this week, 5 days, Monday to Friday. On the evening news between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, they're going to be airing Glendora's commercials on Albany News, CBS 6.
And folks, no matter where you are all over the world, you can get that. You just Google Channel 6, Albany, New York, between 6:30 and 7 p.m. And you will be, and there will be 5 new commercials. There's a different commercial every night.
And that's it. Yeah, that's the air times there.
Do we need another character generator? Tell me. Will you call me up and tell me if you like the current character generator? The current character generator. A character generator is what prints the words on the screen. And tell me if you like our crawl. Or would you rather have a different character generator? Like a Chiron or a database or something like that.
And
Will you, pl-
and would you like uppercase or lowercase letters?
would you like them in color or black and white? And what fonts would you like, and things like that. Gregory, how much are these? Does he tell you how much these are? Austin found these on the internet.
Oh, there's some. One is $52 with $10 shipping. Then there's another one. It's $78. Then there's another one on there that's $75. I think so.
What's your opinion?
Well, we currently have a character generator that we're using. That I learn more about it every time I use it, and it's still working, and I think that would be fine for now. I don't have a problem with using it, so I think it gets the job done.
You're in the opinion of not getting a new one?
No, I would not. So
Okay, thank you for that. Well, let's see, the Glendora TV ads. Gregory has worked very hard here, and he's earned, how much is it, Greg?
okay.
Where's the total?
Oh, it says on there what 34,422.
$34,400 and something dollars. And Gregory, tell him about this figure about $3,800.
Different compensation. The 38. Okay,
Oh, thanks.
there's the museum, Glendora's museum. There's expenses concerning the museum that
No,
There's
the
future,
museum has paid you $3,800 in advance to take care of the museum.
yeah.
When?
Well, after you pass on.
Yeah. And he knows more about it next to Glendora than anybody. He may know more than Glendora about that museum.
Yeah, as would you say that I would be the caretaker of the museum or
Yeah, how about the archivist?
the archivist or yeah, that's something like that.
Is that a good word, archivist?
Yeah, that's a good word.
And caretaker's good.
The museum. We just recently had a lot of a cold snap of weather and snow, and right now there's snow outdoors all over, and we'll get back to the museum when it's appropriate time to get there.
How much snow would you say there is? 5 inches? 4 inches?
Oh, 5 or 6, I think so.
And this is February the 4th, 2019, Anno Domini. 6 more weeks of winter, but I love this winter. I love the long, long nights, and you stay in where it's warm, and you get caught up on your work and up on your thinking, and you go to your sanctuary and you find out what you're here for. You're here to help others. That's what you're here for. You're not here to help yourself. There's no satisfaction in that. It's a dead call. There's nothing there. Don't you listen to it. You're here to help others. Then you will find your happiness. Why do I say you second person? I should say we, all of us. Contacts. Gregory and I are starting a new list of contacts. I can no longer read them on the computer phone. I can't see them anymore. So we're writing out a paper list with letters this high. Then I can see them. Because I like to call 30 people a day off of that contact list. Greg, tell them about Clean Air and their electric bill.
Clean Air. Yeah, this is for the. We received this in the mail. It's a Clean Choice Energy.
It means solar energy or water power.
Yeah, it means to. We signed it and returned it, and this just means that once they receive the form, it says every kilowatt of electricity used by the home will be replenished into the grid by wind and solar farms in your area. That's what it says there. So.
And there's nothing to it. You just check it off, sign it, send it in. You never hear anything more about it. In other words, the electric company is going to get their power from clean air, from water power or windmills, or,
Or the solar power, solar panels and all that.
Yeah.
Have the electricity and
okay? And stop digging in the earth for fossil.
so you got that. That's,
Greg, how many views have we had on YouTube since 2004?
well, here we have, it says at least over 80,000, over 80,000 views on YouTube. Glendora's been on YouTube for years.
2004.
And she has over 2,000, maybe possibly 3,000 videos on there by now, which is pretty significant. And it says for the views of all those videos, there's 80,450. It says.
And Twitter, how many views on Twitter?
And Twitter on Twitter we have 142,000 for Twitter.
And Facebook?
And then Facebook is just about the same, 142,000.
That's 142,000 views listening to the most important message in all public access TV. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. Tell them about homeless, Greg.
For the homeless,
Yeah.
let's see now. About 2 years ago, Glendora decided to put money aside to be donated to the homeless population in the area, and we saved in a jar, and we had saved up. The total is, it says here, is $1,000. Donated $1,000 to the homeless, and evidently it was handed directly to them.
Handed from our hand to their hand. Tell them when we went over to the Christian Center
Oh
in
yeah.
Pittsfield.
Well, we drove over to the Christian Center in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and we is that where you gave them some
The
money to be,
director
handed
called
out?
people over that she knew were, who she knew were homeless. And I handed the envelope directly to that homeless person. No agencies, no cut out of their donation.
Oh yeah, it was handed to them. Yeah.
And they gave us a delicious vegetarian dinner. And what did the Christian Center do? One thing it does, it gives the homeless, or everybody in the area, the poor people, a delicious luncheon every day, Monday through Friday. What's this, Greg? What's this all about?
This is your Social Security.
Oh,
benefit
I'm
amount
thankful for
benefits.
Social
Yes.
Security. And Gregory and I are going to the bank today and deposit. Franklin got a raise in his Social Security, $1,707. And then we deposit his check that he gets from Warren Buffett every month. Warren Buffett owns a Buffalo Evening News where Franklin was a reporter for 27 years. And Franklin gets $857 from Warren Buffett. And he gets $38 from Gannett, USA Today. And we're going to the bank and deposit that. Then we're going to Walmart. Spend it all? No. What's this, Greg?
That's a menu from
Okay.
the restaurant in Pittsfield. There's a new restaurant opened up in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and it's a vegan food restaurant. It's called Thrive. This is their menu here. And Glendora recently went to Pittsfield and went to have a lunch at the restaurant.
I had a Beyond Meat
It
hamburger.
was busy, very busy. When you got there, you had to wait to be seated at the table.
Yeah, we did. Packed.
And they have,
And it's just open.
yeah, they have gluten-free. It says nut-free and soy-free.
Bologna on that. There's nothing wrong with nuts. In fact, you need them. It has the highest protein, much higher than meat. Never mind nut-free, never mind gluten-free. That's a bunch of baloney that was started by the people who was trying to stop the veganism. Don't believe that stuff about gluten-free.
And but they, I'm sure they will prepare your meal as you would like. That's what they would do. There's, they have different vegetarian options on the menu. So this is called Thrive. It's in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. This is the menu to it here. So.
And I'm going to go back to the program at the library, folks. There's still heartbeats still all over for those children's shows that these people who are now 68 years old, they watched them when they were 7, 8 years old, and it's still alive in their hearts, as it is in mine. And so we're going to have a period of relive those shows. And I told you Wayne wrote an essay. Jimmy Talbot, who was on the show at 8 years old, he sent in a video. I told you they were going to play that on the big screen. And I think I'll ask Paul Martin out in Oregon now. He was 7 years old when he watched it. His daddy was superintendent of schools in Scotia, right across the Mohawk River from Schenectady. And he watched it. And I'll ask him to write an essay or send a video to the director of the library. And there will be refreshments. When will this be? February 25th, Monday at 6 p.m.
All right. Glendora, it's 20 to 27 minutes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right.
Gregory is still with the unreasonable command of television and radio that every show should be a multiple of a half an hour. I am not. This is internet. You and I are sitting together in a living room. We're talking. And do you think it would be proper to say your guest is 28 minutes and you have to go home now? No. I believe that this is internet.
So we'll
And
keep
we
going.
will talk as long as we feel sociably interesting.
Yeah, we'll keep going. So. All right.
But thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
But I am not going to bow to that format any more than I have to. I have to bow for it on all the TV shows, 73 of them. But I don't have to bow to it in the internet. What's that say, Greg?
Oh, that says Super Bowl 2019.
Oh yeah, we told you about that. And let me just repeat, the first week of every month, Monday through Friday,
And that's what she does. There's
well, she goes into a woman's house on Monday morning, the woman goes off to work, and she stays there in that woman's house and she makes her vegan meals for the 7 days. She's well on wheels, is her Mary Lawrence. And she's also a vegan teacher. And she's also a vegan author. What about her book?
Oh, yeah, she wrote a book. It says,
Go Vegan with Me.
Go Vegan.
In fact, the director of the library, I loaned her that book, and she's using it to become vegan. And that's rather difficult for a woman who grew up on a dairy farm and whose people still run a dairy farm. And Sarah Kasparian is vegan. And she started on January 2nd, and she was motivated by our program to do it. And her daddy is not having good progress with his doctor, and so he's sort of leaning toward vegan. Now I'll tell you this about Dr. Campbell. Person after person after person went to doctor after doctor after doctor. The doctor gave up on these people. These people went to Dr. Campbell. Dr. Campbell made them healthy with a plant-based diet. Now, Dr. Campbell goes beyond vegan. Did you know that there is something beyond vegan? Beyond vegan. There is something beyond vegan, and that's plant-based. For instance, vegan whipped cream may be vegan, but Dr. Campbell would never eat that. Vegan ice cream may be vegan, but Dr. Campbell would never eat ice cream. Plant-based. Meaning, whole foods. Can you tell him about Mr. Keenan, David Keenan, Public Access TV in New Jersey?
Oh, Dave Keenan. He's the one of the coordinators in New Jersey. That works at one of Glendora's affiliates down there to take care of the programs that we submit to be aired on their systems. And we've been in contact with him recently about getting Glendora's programs on, and there's a switch from having the system receive a hard DVD copy of the program to go over to an electronic, so we can submit the programs to the station electronically, and we're working on getting that changeover done.
Would you read? Here's a 73 TV stations that a chat with Glendora's on. Greg, did you read the middle column last time or the first column?
I think I read one of them columns there. Going over most of the list, but so you want me to read a column? I think it's which one?
Oh, do you remember which one?
No, I don't really, but.
Okay, do the second one, please.
But these are just some of the affiliates, cities that Glendora's program is airing in.
Read the middle column, please.
Yeah, the middle one is Peekskill, New York, Yorktown, New York, New Rochelle, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Bristol and Groton, Connecticut, New London, Danbury, Shelton, Connecticut, West Hartford, East Hartford, Bridgeport, Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, Willimantic, Connecticut, Winsted and Newtown, Connecticut, then Meriden, Manchester, Norwich, Stamford, Connecticut, Bolton, Connecticut, Springfield, Massachusetts, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Bergen County, New Jersey, and Binghamton, New York. Binghamton, New York, it says.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I finished all of the good things that I have to tell our dear people. Go ahead with your pile.
All right. Okay. So sure, we what we'll do is well, I have let's see. I don't know if I have any jokes. I'm not going to. Did you tell your jokes there for today yet, or not? I don't know. I have a list
throw me a joke. I'll tell it.
Let's see.
What's the first line of the joke?
Let's see. Well, I don't. Okay. Well, here's something. Okay.
When the boarding house blew up, rumors started to fly.
Okay. There's one. Here's some ones from recently. The work of three men. Do you know the work of three men?
The man came home and he said, honey, I'm going to lose my job. The company's found something that will do the work of three men. And she says, what? One woman?
Oh, yeah. And there's one, it's called a budget. I don't know if you know the...
A budget
joke.
will tell you how much money you have to spend, but it won't keep you from spending it.
Let's see, Chinese debts.
Chinese what?
Chinese debts.
Debt? I think it's the Chinese have a tradition that they will pay all of their bills the last day of the year. They can do that because they don't have Christmas the week before.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Then there's this is literary background. I don't know if you
Do
remember
you
that, Joe.
believe in giving your children a literary background? Yes, I always put a book in the seat of my son's trousers before his mother thanks him.
Yeah.
Before his mother spanks him, excuse me.
All right.
I'll take it.
Oh, the what that sheet? Or this is just some of your sheets in the folder here I got. So, but anyways, so we have the 10 Commandments in children's language.
Okay, yes, 10 Commandments in children's language.
And so these are the 10 Commandments rewritten so that they could be explained so that children can understand them. And number 1 is love God more than you love anything else. Number 2, don't make anything in your life more important than God. Number 3, always say God's name with love and respect. Number 4, honor the Lord by resting on the 7th day of the week. Number 5, love and respect your mom and dad. Number 6, never hurt anyone. Number 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. Number 8, don't take anything that isn't yours. Number 9, always tell the truth. Number 10, be happy with what you have. Don't wish for other people's things. And that's number 10 right there. So,
What was number 1?
love God more than you love anything else.
Love helping others more than you love anything else. Number 2?
Don't make anything in your life more important than God.
Don't make anything in your life more important than helping others. Thanks, Greg. Got it? You're done? Are you done?
Well, we could show some pictures here if you want to show some of the
Okay.
animal pictures and all that. Let's see here. Now these are just some of the pictures from the recent calendars. We got some calendars here. Pictures of animals there that.
Okay, come on.
And
I'll hold them for you.
all right, so yeah, this is one right there. These are different animals that we. There's pictures of foxes right here, and.
Well, I would appreciate it if
I
you
don't
would
know
show them to the camera.
Sure, I don't know. Yeah, right. Yeah, some pictures right there of foxes and all. And also there's the vegan magazines here. I don't know if you wanted to read articles out of the magazines here or not. So if you'd like me to do that, so.
Let's speed it up, Greg. It's dragging.
Oh, okay, don't want to drag. I just have to just check the time where it's at in here. So look at that.
By the way, have you tried Dragon on your phone? An app on your phone, it's a free app, and you can dictate it to it, and it will send it to an email for you.
Okay.
Greg, why don't you show the pictures of these
Sure.
lovely things?
Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah.
Just show the pictures.
Okay, sure, I'll do that. These are pictures of people's pets there. There's a cat right there. And let's see, then there's another cat right there. There you go. Yeah, as
If I hold it, can you turn the pages? Like
Sure.
that? Now you turn the pages?
we can if I zoom in, I could zoom in on it there.
Okay, why don't you do that?
We'll
You
zoom
have
in.
a remote with a zoom on it.
Yeah, just
Let's
zoomed
try it
in.
out.
Yeah, I just did. I zoomed in on that.
Here,
Yeah, you can hold it. Yeah, it's on the camera right there. It looks perfect. So
it does?
that's a cat right there. So.
All right, can you turn the next page while I hold the calendar?
Sure. And there's the picture of a dog right there. A dog with a little sweater on and around his
Well,
back.
they can
so-
see that, honey.
And okay. And there's a picture of another dog there. So another dog. So yeah, this is from the ASPCA calendar for last year. And there's another A little kitty cat there, so. And here is the dog playing with a toy right there.
.com cat, my cat, is 98 years old. No veterinarians and no medicine. She's vegan.
And here's another cat in the surf, another dog in the surf.
It's easy to make your kitty vegan. You simply feed them the meat analogs, like the vegan chicken and so forth, and just put nutritional yeast on it. And they become vegan in 2-3 days. The cat that we're sheltering for the winter, he's already vegan.
There's a horse. There's a horse in that picture.
He doesn't like it next door, so he likes it over here. So we've been sheltering him all winter.
And there's a big dog, so that's a nice looking one.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's about it right there.
Anything else you want to show the people before we go? And before they go, they probably left us long ago.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that, but, we have we have an audience of people that
What?
tune in. Well, I'm just saying that you have a lot of fans that tune in to watch your programs, I know that, so, that we get phone calls about it here, so.
Yes, we do.
And,
And they remember it for 64 years. And it's all to the glory of helping others. That's where it all came from. We're all together doing it together. That's the whole reason that we exist. We're here to move the universe forward. Keep it going and glowing. And we all do it together and have fun doing it.
all right, so I think that's about all I have.
Okay.
So,
You can say goodbye first.
all right. So so it's the beginning of February. Today's February 4th, 2019. And we just had a really bad cold snap this past week, and then now it's starting to warm up a little bit, and things are starting to thaw out. And like to say goodbye for now, and we hope we wish you good health and well-being, and we'd like you to continue watching the program on Glendora is on, she's on Facebook, she's on Twitter, she's on YouTube, and you look up a chat with Glendora on YouTube, you can see all of Glendora's videos there. And she has her own channel with many hundreds and hundreds of uploads to YouTube.
And thank you for doing those uploads.
You're welcome there. And also now she's producing commercials, vegan commercials that are airing in the local area, and you can tune in and stream that. You can stream those. The copies of the commercials are going up on YouTube also. You can watch the commercials there. And that's and just stay tuned for the next program. It's good
Now,
to be with us.
may the God of peace, which passes all understanding, dwell in your heart and in your mind. Amen.
Sponsored by the
He
certified
had the
Angus
big
beef
gray
brand,
gray
where
hat
moments
on
done
and
well. When severe weather sets its
he had a
sights
gray
on the
hat
capital
and a
region,
gray outfit.
Snow rates have been increasing.
the CBS 6 Weather Authority.
Hi folks, it's Glendora. Somebody asked a dog, "Are you bilingual?" And he said, "Woof, meow." The next time you go to the supermarket, bypass the meat counter, go to the frozen food cases and load up your grocery cart with veggie meat, hamburger, chicken, turkey, ham. 90 years old, no doctors, no medicine. And my cat is vegan too. Meow.